Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Venerable Mahasangha, dear devotees and friends, today is a very special day for all Buddhists all over the world, because this is the last day of celebrating Kathina, robe offering ceremony. So after this day, there is no way to perform this type of celebration known as Kathina robe offering. So this full moon is the last full moon. So you all are extremely lucky, because even though in this country, so you are following this Theravada tradition exactly as back home in Myanmar. So 3 months before, devotees invited monks, not many monks, but a monk, one monk, invited to observe 3-month retreat in this Ratanaviman temple. As a devotee, their responsibility is to invite them as the resident monks, and his responsibility is to observe 3-month rainy retreat. So what is this rainy retreat? Actually in India, July is the month that is starting of heavy rain. So the monks are unable to travel from here and there. Even though in this period of time, they are unable to travel for alms round. They are not able to get their alms food by traveling, wandering place to place, house to house. And also, it is very difficult because of muddy road, wet clothes, and heavy rain, and lightning. It is extremely dangerous and difficult. So therefore, Buddha recommended for monks, higher ordained monks and novice monks, all of them, to stay in the temple these 3 months and perform more religious activities by themselves, following, practicing Buddha Dhamma, and having deep meditation, and doing chantings and reciting sutras and preaching Dhamma. So those 3 months, actually, lay devotees and monks, they can perform enormous meritorious deeds and religious activities during the 3 months rainy retreat. So that's the purpose of having this type of function. So end of the ceremony, the monk is eligible to receive a special robe known as Kathina robe. The word Kathina means strong, unbreakable, unshakable merits. So we call it spreading of Kathina. Spreading means that we are not spreading the robe here and there. The Kathina spreading means that we are spreading the merits, that vast merits that we gain from making this such kind of ceremony known as Kathina ceremony. So we are spreading this higher gain, strong, meritorious deeds throughout all the devotees, all the connected, all the supporters, devotees, wherever they are, here and there. Sometimes they are here, sometimes they are unable to attend, even though they are somewhere else in back home. But still, they are contributing for this ceremony. So therefore, whatever the gain that you gain by this merits, this ceremony, you are able to spread all those merits towards everybody. So this is a very strong type of celebration and very memorable, and also it can be done only one temple in once a year. Kathina robe that you can offer once a year in one temple. So even though many monks in the temple, we are unable to make more Kathina robes. Of course that you are having many robes to offer, but all those robes we call robes, but not all of them are not Kathina robe. Kathina robe is special robe that they are making. I think this is the one in the front. So that's a special robe that you are making. This is called Kathina robe. So once we offer this robe to the Mahasangha, Mahasangha actually offering to the community of the Sangha, who were in the past, who are in the present at the moment, and who will be in the future. We call community of the monks, community of the Sangha. So we call it offering to the Sangha, community of the Sangha, Imang Kathina Chivarang Bhikkhu Sanghasa Dema. This Kathina robe we are offering to Bhikkhu Sangha. We are offering to Bhikkhu Sangha. Once the offering part done by the devotees, the next part must be done by the monks who are here. Actually, if here 3 monks who serve 3 months retreat, so 3 of them are eligible to receive the robe. But unfortunately, here only 1 monk observe 3-month retreat. So there is no voting here. So we don't have to vote that Venerable Manijoti is the eligible monk to receive it, because he himself is eligible to receive this robe, because he is the one only observed 3-month retreat in this temple. So we are unable to vote, or even other monks unable to vote for him. So he automatically he is receiving it. So we can say that this robe must be received by Venerable Manijoti. So he is the eligible monk to receive. So he get enormous benefits. You get enormous benefits by doing such type of ceremony. So what else that we are doing with this celebration? Actually, this is the celebration of unity, togetherness, sharing, caring, and practicing of love and compassion, each and everyone. So you are following this ceremony. It's not just offering a robe. As I said, also you are making that your friends togetherness. You are connecting friends, and then you are extending your love and compassion each other. So the peace, harmony, happiness also in related to this celebration, Kathina celebration. Sometime in Pali it says Kathina Maha Samadhi. Kathina Maha Samadhi. That means Samadhi means that togetherness, peace that makes by making this such type of celebration. So we as a Buddhist, we are so fortunate to follow the Buddhism. This is declaration to follow and practice 8 noble paths. We all have a path, what we call Ariyo Attangiko Maggo, 8 noble paths. So we all are following the noble path. So we all have a right view, Samma Ditti. If you have a wrong view, so you are not even entering to the path of Buddhism. So we all must have right view, Samma Ditti. Samma Ditti means right view. What is right view? Understanding of 4 noble truths. What is 4 noble truths? Dukkha, suffering. Dukke jnana, understanding of suffering. And samudaya, the reason to be suffering. Why? The reason, the cause, understanding of that. Samudaya jnana. And Nirodha jnana. Nirodha means the liberation of suffering, called nirvana. So we all believe and understand. And the last one is Magga, Marga. Pali called Magga, Sanskrit called Marga. So, understanding of path to nirvana, 8 noble paths. If someone does not understand those 4 noble truths, and he is having wrong view, because of lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, he is unable to enter to the path. So therefore we all need to have right view, Samma Ditti. So in order to follow that, there are certain things that we need to do. We need to follow precepts, and we need to do this type of celebration, and we need to practice love and compassion. And but that's why I said this is decoration to enter to the path and even following the path. So we need to do this type of celebration. Otherwise, we are missing some part. And what is the second step to nirvana? Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa. Right intention. Right intention. So we all need to have a right intention, not wrong intention. So, right intention is that renunciation, intention of renunciation. Renunciation means that it doesn't mean that we need to renounce from a house to homelessness. Renounce means that we need to renounce of bad behavior. We need to renounce from killing, stealing, sensual, sexual misconduct, and lying and taking intoxicated alcohol. So those are renunciation. And we need to renounce from defilements. Sometimes there are enormous defilements in the mind. When the defilements are gathering in the mind, and then the person becomes crazy, the person becomes violent, person becomes very mad and is kind of very wild person. Why? Because the stacking of bad thoughts in the mind. His actions, his thoughts, his words, all are unwholesome. So therefore Buddha said, Mano pubbang gama dhamma mano setta mano mea manasache paduttena basativa karotiva. Mind is the forerunner, mind is the first for everything. So mind decides everything to be done. To do good action, to do bad actions. If the mind is polluted, paduttena chitta, if the mind is polluted, whatever we say, those are unwholesome words, harsh words, useless words, malicious words, and so forth. Whatever we do, actions, all are unwholesome actions. What are the unwholesome actions? Killing, stealing, sensual misconduct. Those are unwholesome actions. Why? Because the mind filled with defilements, wrong thoughts, bad thoughts, polluted mind. So therefore Buddha said we need to clean the mind. So we need to let go of all those defilements, and we need to keep clean the mind. He said, Mano pubbang gama dhamma mano setta mano mea manasa che pasannena. Pasanna chitto. If the mind is pure and clear, then whatever we do, basativa, whatever we say, karotiva, whatever we do, tatonang sukhang anveti, then the sukha, happiness, is following us, chasing us, like a shadow behind us. For the paduttena chitto, when the mind is polluted, what happens? It's just like a bullock cart. When the bull is pulling the cart, the wheels of the carts are behind. So it is giving so hardship. The bull is not happy and smiling of pulling the cart. He's not doing such thing because it is very painful for the bull to pull the cart. But there is no choice. If you have done good, bad karma, we don't have a choice. So even though it is very painful, we have to spend in the jail. Even though it is very hungry, whatever we get, we have to eat. Even though we need freedom, but in the jail time, we are unable to get freedom. Why? Because we had done some wrong action, now we have to pay back. That's exactly what Buddha said. What is suffering is chasing. So suffering is chasing us all the time. So if the suffering that if we have done something, so that suffering also chasing us behind and giving enormous pain. So therefore Buddha said we need to renounce from all bad actions. And then evil thoughts, evil actions. Then that is right intention. Samma sankappa. Right intention. So we all have to have a right intention. If we have wrong intention, so whatever we think, whatever we say, all are wrong. Going towards miserable. And also ending our life in very miserable, painful way. So the last thought can be very painful thought. That means we remember all bad actions that we done in the past. So therefore we have to do good meritorious karma like Kathina pinkang, Kathina ceremonies and so forth, and the dana ceremonies, and there are the things that we remember at the last moment of the moments of dying. So we need to do good karmas to fulfill of happiness. So in this life and the life after. And samma ditti, samma sankappa. Then samma vacha, right word. So we always need to speak right word. Our words must be very sweet words, kind words, compassionate words, and also if you say thank you for even for little thing, if somebody do to you, so you can feel that how much that person is happy. And in the morning, that when you wake up, whoever you see early in the morning, your son, your husband, your wife, your children, whoever, grandfather, and if you say good morning, have a blessed day, have a peaceful day, that is his kindness. He's showing his kindness early in the morning. Even though you are saying it, the person, if he is angry person, if he is disliked, he doesn't say nothing, right? But even though he doesn't say a word, but still you need to continue to say the word. Even though he doesn't say the word today, and tomorrow you need to do it again. And then you need to do it continuously, you need to do it. And one day that person realizes how this person, how nice. So he is so showing his love, his kindness, and then finally that person turn into the same as you. He realized one day, right? So therefore, we need to use our words, our speech, to make someone happy. So what Buddha said, refraining from musavada, lying, and refraining from harsh words, useless words, slandering talks, malicious words, and our words are so pure and clear. That is samma vacha. We always need to remember, be mindful, always need to be mindful that I am following samma vacha, just like a precept. I am following samma vacha, so therefore I should not say this word. I should not hurt someone verbally. So that is samma vacha. And samma kammanta, right action. What is right action? Refraining from killing, stealing, and sensual sexual misconduct. That is right action. So if somebody is following that, and he is already in the path, he is following the path, right? So, which is very beautiful, it's wonderful, and that person doesn't do any bad karma, bad action in his life, entire life. How his life is so very beautiful and very meaningful and very thoughtful. As Amma Ajiva, right livelihood. So we need to follow right livelihood. If you have a butcher shop, if you are selling drugs, if you are selling weapons, those are unrighteous earnings. So Buddha said, we need to refrain from unrighteous earnings and we need to follow righteous earnings. Righteous earnings, that means we are not harming, hurting someone. We are very truly, truthfully, we are making money by using your knowledge, using your hands and legs and eyes and all this, what we call your body. So using that and making money, that is righteous earning. And samma ajiva. And then samma vayama, right effort. Right effort. What is right effort? Right effort means that uppannānaṁ kusalānaṁ dhammānaṁ biyobhāvāya. Kusala dhamma. If we are doing or if we are following such good kusala karma, good skillfulness, if we are having, so we need to develop it. So if you are following 5 precepts, you need to develop it. You need to continue. If you are meditating, don't give up. You need to continue because that is kusala karma. It's already you are doing it. Uppannānaṁ kusalānaṁ dhammānaṁ biyo bhava. And na uppannānaṁ kusalānaṁ dhammānaṁ uppadāya. Not already started to do some kind of kusala karma. What we need to do, what kind of effort that we have to put to generate that good karma to continue. And uppannānaṁ akusalānaṁ dhammānaṁ pahānāya. Sometimes some person is doing bad action, bad karma. So all of a sudden, Venerable Manijoti said, okay, you are doing bad karma now. You need to stop. Or he reads a book and he knows that, well, I'm following this bad, wrong action. So I need to stop this. So immediately you decided to stop that action. And you already pahanaya. You overcome it. And na uppannānaṁ akusalānaṁ dhammānaṁ na uppadāya. Not yet arises any type of bad karma. So we need to put effort to not it happen. So it's safeguarding. So we have to put effort for those. And samma vayama, samma sati, right mindfulness. We all need right mindfulness. When you walk on the street, walk mindfully. Otherwise you will hit the cars already parked on the side. Right? The cars not hit you. You hit the car. You hit the vehicle. Because you are unmindful, you are doing such things. And also it applies to your mind. If generating of any anger in the mind, you have to have a mindfulness to overcome that anger without turning into action. You know, I had a friend, he's Cambodian, and he's very generous person. And he had 2 wives. earlier wives already divorced, and he remarried. And what happened? He, previous wife is demanding more money from him. He already gave a lot of money. He withdrew all the 401k something, and he gave it to her. And then he bought some properties in Cambodia. She came back, and she's asking more money. And one day he went to her house to negotiate, and his mother-in-law was there, and that wife was there, ex-wife, and then they started to negotiate. Finally, it becomes so violent. He grabbed the knife, kitchen knife, and he stabbed that lady. It was in TV news too, maybe a year ago. And then he stabbed the mother-in-law. Finally, he thought that this is going to be very painful. He had to spend in the jail. So he went to a gun club and he borrowed a gun, just like pretending that he's going to learn, and then he shot himself.
Yeah. 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago. So if you analyze this incident, what you see, this is, he didn't plan anything. If he planned, he goes with knife or something, or gun. He didn't plan anything, but he didn't know how to control his mind. When the anger rises, he didn't know what to do. He didn't look ahead. So he turned into a very violent, and this is instant anger. Why? Because his mind is so unmindful, and he did not follow, practice mindfulness, and he didn't know how to deal with the anger. Right? Today in America, a lot of people are talking about anger management. Buddha is the one told how to manage anger 2,600 years ago. So he's the number one anger management person. He's the one taught us how to manage anger. Whenever anger is arising, remember that anger is coming now. Anger is rising. So you talk to yourself, I should not do anything verbally, physically, mentally. What you need to do? Let it go. Let this anger go away. So you are just talking to yourself, you are dealing with the anger, and then nothing will happen. Peacefully end up the negotiation, and nothing will happen. So this is how we manage anger. Therefore, what we need to have a mindfulness. So mindfulness, it helps to manage our thoughts, our words, our actions peaceful way, and not in violent way. So therefore, Buddha said, be mindful all the time. Samma sati and samma samadhi. We need to follow concentration, right concentration, not wrong concentration. It can be miccha sati too. Miccha sati, miccha samadhi. Why? Because some people can concentrate wrong object, and then instead of generating wholesome thoughts or developing in his mind, so he is developing anger, hatred, delusion in the mind. So therefore, we all need right concentration, and we all need right mindfulness. So if we follow those at least one by one, so we can live peacefully, happily. We can have in a very peaceful life, and children together, wife, all those, husband, all those can have a very beautiful life. This is, as I said, this is decorations to the path. So these are wholesome actions. So we are doing wholesome actions to strengthen our journey towards nirvana. It not guarantee that we are able to attain nirvana in this life, but if we try hard, of course, it is guaranteed. Otherwise, even in the future, life after, or even many lives after, we are able to do so. Therefore, please be together. Please join these meritorious actions come and do to be generous, to be mindful, and then you can have a very peaceful and very harmonious life. And Venerable Manijoti, and sometimes I'm afraid that he's alone here, but he doesn't afraid because he believes that he has strength and he's managing everything, and he's your leader. He's guiding you as a spiritual teacher, and your responsibility is protecting him, caring him, and his responsibility is sharing his spiritual thoughts, words, and deeds, and also guiding you towards righteousness, to right way, right path, and blessing you, wishing you all the good luck and happiness. So we wish Venerable Manijoti that he's working so hard and doing the duties towards you and towards all the communities. Wish him good luck and happiness, and also the merits that he gained that are helpful for him to be well and happy and having healthy life. And the vast merits that you gain of making this ceremony wonderful, beautiful, a grateful ceremony, and those merits with you, with your family, with your children, with your parents who are in the back home, and may all of you, your parents, your children, be well, happy, and peaceful. May you all attain ultimate happiness of the Nirvana. Please say Sadhu, 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 Sadhu.